Autobots, Decepticons, and Duelists. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm talking about Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. He's a level 8 light attribute dragon fusion effect monster with 2500 attack and 3000 defense. He requires 1 dark monster and 1 Fallen of Albaz. His effect is, if this card is fusion summoned, you can discard 1 card, fusion summon 1 level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck except Lubellion, the Searing Dragon, by shuffling fusion materials mentioned on it into the deck from your monsters on the field, graveyard, and or face-up banished cards. For the rest of this turn, this card cannot attack. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except fusion monsters. You can only use the effects of Lubellion, the Searing Dragon, once per turn. Well, this card is probably the second most recognizable card in the whole branded / Fallen of Albaz archetype. I think only second to Mirror Jade in terms of like power and effect. But it's still pretty powerful, actually. I just literally described like contact fusions in a way where they return them to the deck from the field, but they allow you to contact fusion, I'm putting that in quotes, from the graveyard, your field, and banished. So even if your monsters are banished, you can still summon them. And I think that kind of plays into that's a reference to how, despite the fact that he's banished from the Domatica village or nation, there we go. I was trying to remember the card's name. He can still summon out a powerful monster. And though technically he was the first fusion monster we saw, I believe, when he was battling, when they were battling with whatever the Domatica Knight was. Technically, I only said Brigard was the first fusion that we saw because we saw his transformation. He was already transformed for this one, but he technically was the first one we saw. And I find it ironic how he requires a dark monster to be fusion summoned, and yet he is a light attribute monster. I find that very funny. I really do. I find that funny. But the drawback of not being able to not to attack, I guess that makes sense for what you're doing. I mean, you have the ability to fusion summon from your graveyard, your field, and or your banished zone, as long as it's face up. But to be fair, you had that ruling anyways. That's actually pretty good. I don't really know any cards that allow you to do that. Even contact fusion, I don't think you're even allowed to do that. So I understand giving him that drawback. I also understand giving him the drawback of not being able to special summon other monsters from your extra deck except fusion monsters. So let's be honest, if you use this level 8 monster, you could synchro summon a busted broken card on your first turn, probably, since I'm assuming you didn't even normal summon just yet. So yeah, it makes sense why they had to give him this drawback. It's a bit annoying, especially with how fast the game is now, and especially with how broken some of these other cards are. But yeah, it makes all sense. 2500 attack, not too bad, actually. It's not that bad. I mean, that's kind of the standard for a lot of monsters, is to have 25 or 3000 attack, 3000 defense. I mean, it's literally great defense. Not that many monsters can really get over it. I mean, there are monsters who can get over it, but they're not easily summonable, just like this one is. And plus, I'm assuming you're going to summon this guy in defense anyways. I mean, there's no reason for you. But yeah, that's actually it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Oh, before I forget, I just want to say, love the art. I don't know, it's just really cool. I just love, literally in the name, the Searing Dragon, and it's just all over him. It's so cool. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Catch you all later.